Sydney,
Liz.
I want to talk about what we did recently together, which was so exciting.
I know I've had a lot of my friends reaching out and asking, what did you put on a retreat? What's this? How did it go? All those kinds of things. And yeah, it's one of the things I've finished and felt so like delighted about. The whole experience was just so wonderful, and the day was even better than I expected, and it felt so good, and it was so much fun to work with you on it.
It was so much fun. So on October 17th, for those that don't know, on October 17th, Sydney and I put on the Renew Retreat. We called it the first ever because we knew that there would be more. Right? Before we even did it, we were like, this is going to happen again. And here's the thing, we were not wrong. It was really good, and it will be happening again.
And it will be really good again too.
It really will. So quick description, the Renew Retreat was a day of meditation and movement and relaxation and feeling awesome. And I say that as a participant in, the workshops that I wasn't delivering myself. It was so good. And I did feel, usually at the end of a day of workshops, I might feel quite drained, and I felt really energized. It was so good. It was so good.
Yeah, it was one of the things we just had a debriefing meeting a couple days ago, and it was one of the surprises that we both acknowledged was the fact that the end of the day felt so good. And I feel pretty confident that everybody who took part felt the same way. Like, I think we left, it was like taking a great big exhale together.
Yeah.
So I'm excited that we're going to take this, I want to say, take this on the road. But we're not really taking it on the road.
One day when we're allowed to go on the road.
But yeah, I'm so thrilled that it was a success and that we get to do it again, because it was so much fun.
It was. What was your favorite part of the day?
My favorite part of the day was your workshop on Alexander technique and posture and finding your center. I found that really compelling, and it's definitely made an impact in my life. So I had such a great time with that one. In fact, it's how I start my day every day now.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
So there was that, and also, I don't know, there's so much to take from it. You know what I really loved as well was making the playlist for the day.
Yeah, the music was so awesome. It just added to it. It really did, because we had planned everything. So we planned in plenty of breaks, partly because this was an online retreat, which has its own challenges, right? So we planned it to make sure that the breaks were very intentional, and part of that was these fantastic playlists that you put together. It was great. I was like dancing away. It was really good. It was really good. I think one of my favorite bits was the coffee meditation.
Yeah.
It was such a great way to start the day with like two of my favorite things put together, but it was so like, it set the tone so beautifully for the day. It really did. And I have been taking a moment in the morning with my coffee to like be with my coffee. Mm-hmm. Just to smell it and experience it in a way that I don't usually, because I'm like, just get it.
Drop it down the hatch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. Plus, I think one of the other things was I felt really connected to the people at home.
Yeah. And surprisingly, because just for those who weren't part of the day, so we did it over Zoom, but we used the webinar functionality. And that way people didn't have to be on camera. So even though we would have loved to see everybody's faces, we also wanted them to just be able to enjoy and absorb the day as much as possible. And so we thought we'd give them the freedom of not being on camera, so they could show up in their curlers and their bathrobes if they wanted to. um, but yeah, like still feeling so connected because people engaged via the chat, and we were still able to go quite deep with people,
Yeah.
and really address some of the struggles that they're having. So
Yeah.
I felt really good. Like I found I knew that we'd connect, but I didn't know that we'd connect as much as we did. So that was beautiful.
It was. So we are already planning the next one.
Yes.
And that is coming on, what date did we decide?
Saturday, January 23rd.
Saturday, January 23rd.
Saturday.
I think this is actually going to be a great time of year to, for people to take that time just to be cozy. Christmas is done. We don't know what the world is going to look like in January, but I'm willing to bet that we're still going to be in a pandemic. So a great opportunity to kind of take stock and spend that day really with yourself and figuring out how do you tackle whatever is coming next and get through the rest of the winter.
Yeah. And the really exciting thing is that this event, this next stage of the Renew Retreat will not be our first ever. It will be our second time around. So we're going to make it even better.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So here is my little, here's what you must do if you are watching this video at home. You need to get to renewretreat.ca and make sure that you sign up to get information about the next one and how to get tickets for that. And also we're going to be, I think, sending some cool little tips for feeling good about yourself and relaxing over the coming months as well. So it won't just be us sending you stuff saying, oh, here's how to get tickets. You'll get some cool stuff from us too.
Yes. Yes. So go to renewretreat.ca, sign up for the newsletter, and we can't wait to share Saturday, January 23rd with all of you.
Save the date.